Hey neighbors, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Initiative Coffee Company presents the Bards Tale featuring Bards.
Bards!
We are here at the tail end of the trial of Skylark the Everfree. Maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Or the tail end of Skylark the Everfree.
Or the tail end.
No. They said he doesn't get murdered, he just goes to prison.
Or
Died
the
from lack
beginning
of freedom.
The
Or the
breakout.
beginning of something new and terrible. Last time on the Bard's Tale, our heroes did some stuff. They talked to some people about finding alternate ways for Skylark to pay the debt that he may or may not have accrued with the City of Commonwealth. And we left off with an
evening picnic.
An evening picnic in the in the office that Skylark was being held in with
Clara.
Clara,
Yes.
the diviner, and she took his teacup away and started staring down
Yeah.
into her teacup.
Tea leaves.
Let's get some
Staring down the
cafe
barrel.
up
I
here.
am
Hot
actively inciting, just watching with
Sure, make an
great
insight check.
enthusiasm.
like-
Well, I am saying this going forward
Sure.
more in the sense that no matter what she says to him about this, I want to see his reaction.
Sure. So what is your passive insight then?
Passive
I have a
Ten
+4.
So 14.
Yeah.
Sure. Are you going to try to be somehow deceptive about this, I guess? I don't know. It's not really
I don't
in
even
your
know if it's
character.
deceptive. Just more like I'm very curious about his reaction
wants to
to
understand.
whatever
Oh,
she
to
says.
see like if he's upset about things or not upset about things.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Sure. Okay. Cool. She stares down into the cup and she says, "What would you like to know?"
How can I redeem my brother and be reunited with him in love and harmony?
She looks it down and she says, "Unfortunately, we would need a more focused tool to find answers to that question." She looks and she says, "I do see that these are the leaves of half a man, Skylark.
That's insulting.
And if it may not seem it, but you are not safe without him."
I try to see the good in everything. But it's hard to feel good with the relationship that we have. It's hard to explain what's missing. I just know there is something. It'll be fine, though. It's fine.
I'll be fine.
Wiping tears away.
I think it'll be fine.
Scholar, don't you want to know maybe if there's a way to bring your brother so that you can at least try to convey that you are in this position without him, wholesale slaughtering everyone? Maybe there's a way you can communicate that he needs to turn down the heat on the frying pan, if you know what I mean.
That's amusing that you think that I could just ask him to lay off a little and that he would do so. It's worth a try, though.
Well, while you're thinking about that, let me ask you a question, Kyle. Is it possible that you can answer a question to something I was curious about, even if I'm not necessarily the one involved in it.
Depends on the question.
Well, see, we was on another island doing something, which was a good thing. We was trying to help out some old friends of mine.
Right.
And in the course of doing what we was doing, something maybe bad happened. And a big winged, scary demon kind of guy came out from a portal. And he sniffed around and he muttered something under his breath. And then he flew away. And
that's
see,
a good story.
I've been riddling this for a while. Can't figure out what it means.
What did he mutter?
He said the word progeny,
Progeny.
and then he flew away. See, I don't know anything about it. But I'm wondering if you maybe had a way to look into what it meant, or who he is, or who he was talking about.
I mean, if somebody were connected to him and I read their leaves, I might be able to tell. But
is anybody here connected to him? Anybody know?
you don't know that.
Oh.
Anybody here connected to him? Anybody know what it meant?
Not me.
Nope. Well,
Progeny
progeny means.
Progeny means
Actually,
family,
he's the only one who
children.
does.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We had
I'm
a
staring
huge
at everybody
conversation.
when they say not me, sniffing out the lie. That's a 17 total.
I mean,
Make a deception check.
I didn't say not me.
Yeah, but you're being
Not me, not
deceptive
me.
about it. Like,
Oh.
I believe in you.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
He's completely straight-faced.
That is a 29.
How about you, Lotus?
Stone Cold Killer.
No idea.
What did the guy look like when he fell out of the sky again?
Big leathery black wings. He was wearing boots, like metal greaves. He was very muscular. He had a big sword, large-sized category.
Facial features?
Human man
might have
arms,
he
but a
was
dragon's
hooded,
face.
So, he was hooded, so you didn't really catch a lot of the facial features.
Any
Honestly,
big horns
like-
coming out from under the hood?
I don't think so. Honestly, like you might not even know.
Sure. I mean,
You kind of know. Like it was like it's not anything that any of you have ever seen before. But she says I can read leaves.
I have another question for you. Why did you not wait until I was done drinking the tea?
I
Got excited.
I've got
Got
more,
excited.
Skylark, no worries.
I like
Just trying
a
to
bit
lighten
of
the
drama.
mood.
does it work better if you let him drink more tea?
No,
The leaves are already there, I assume.
it's the last person. who can-
All right. Something more to the point then. How can I obtain my freedom?
She looks at it and she says, it appears as if many things are already in motion. It will not be freedom, but it will be a reasonable facsimile thereof.
Oh yeah, about that. Did we tell him? Or
No.
So to that point, Iona and I went and had
I
a
was
word
there.
and did some research. And I'm sorry, you're right. You were quiet, but Lotus was also there. We have asked the council to, rather than imprison you, to instead
Enslave you.
give you community service.
Oh.
So you would, instead of being imprisoned, you would be required to perform a heroic feat for every death.
Multiples, yes.
So it would be, what is it, 17?
Yeah.
So you would be required. This is like a 100 good deeds to go to heaven kind of thing.
Well,
17 good
there's no
deeds
guarantee of going to heaven.
legendary
And there's not really a guarantee
deeds,
that the deeds
heroic
are
deeds.
good. They're just
Sure.
supportive of
Shut
Commonwealth.
Labors.
17 heroic labors in the service of Commonwealth, and they won't imprison you. So you can still practice at the college, you can still hang out with us, you can still go adventuring, but you will be called on to do work for the community.
And you'll be a hero.
Well,
She looks in,
You won't
she
be a
looks in the
murderer.
cup and she says,
You will be a hero.
That's
I'm
left to
not
be.
sure you'll not sure you'll love the circumstances. But it's
They had to bring the whole room down.
I.
How about a
what do you-
little bread?
your freedom
Have some bread.
your freedom would cause disarray.
How?
I don't know. That's not what the T says.
Well, I'm going to be free. Disarray or not.
Disarray or array.
Oh,
Hooray! We have a ray.
Disarray.
Disarray.
Hooray!
I serve everybody else extras if people are still hungry. I make sure Clara's got tea and stew and all the good things.
My mood has improved considerably. The tea leaf said I'm going to be free.
she says you may not like the circumstances surrounding your partial freedom.
Oh, it will be absolute freedom.
Partial freedom indicates redemption of someone, I'm not sure, versus absolute freedom, which will provide chaos.
In the eyes of the Empire and the laws, you are still guilty, but your sentence is different.
That doesn't bother me because I have never recognized the laws of the Empire to begin with.
I didn't really think it would, but
Good.
I'm
we're all in
hoping.
agreement that
page.
Sky's happy no matter what.
I'm hoping that that's what the leaves are getting at. Is it sort of a legal thing, perhaps, maybe?
I
On
don't,
to
know, I don't
more
know if you've
important
noticed, but our
On to
friend
more
here is
important things,
really
my
wants you-
teacup.
Who's going next? Who's going next?
Who wants to go next?
I
Me.
think Iona wants to go next.
Iona's gonna ocean this whole jail cell if she doesn't go next.
No, she's just gonna gust of wind everyone except her and Clara into a wall.
Okay.
Maybe clarity.
It comes from me, so I couldn't gust myself.
It's true.
All right. Have you taken a drink? She looks in the cup and she says, "What is it that you want to know?"
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Oh,
You're just so excited to ask
I was
something.
just so excited to know my future. I forgot.
Wait. Hold on. Somebody else go first.
it's already done.
Yeah, I know, you have to.
Will I be a great bard?
Papa,
Something
tell me.
Leviathan related?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
right.
definitely Leviathan related.
We've gotten caught up.
Will
in a
the
lot of small
Leviathan
picture things.
consume this realm as it wishes?
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh man, maybe softball that went in.
Will
Yeesh.
the Leviathan consume this realm as it is its wish?
I'm afraid tea leaves are not a powerful enough vehicle.
She also
To
doesn't have
read
the
such a
Leviathan's tea
variable-
leaves, so.
I think it has to be
That's
more
true.
localized to you and things
Oh.
you want to do.
This is about me.
Currently, yes.
How about what success do you have at stopping? It's about you. Focus it on you.
Will I find love?
Will the Leviathan love me?
How should I? What is my role in solving the Leviathan issue?
Good job.
Your role is what you want it to be.
Control mage.
Thanks, John Edwards.
Your role.
Does anyone have a loved one whose name ends in G?
She says, with regards to the Leviathan, you are destined for great things, though whether or not those things are good remains in question.
Tony Robbins tea leaves.
else there in the bits at the bottom? Will I have a mansion or a shack?
Will I be pretty? Will I be rich?
Great people don't tend to have shacks, regardless of whether they're or not.
This is fun. Someone else go.
Well,
Well,
I see a house divided.
is it
I
against
was gonna
itself? Because
ask-
then it can't stand.
it won't.
It can't.
Are you talking about my family?
I don't know. I could consult other mediums, but it may take time.
Can you get tea leaves from your family up here?
I wish, man.
House divided. It ends up being math related.
How appropriate.
I've been prepping too much for the GRE of late.
What else can I ask?
What else do you want to ask?
I don't know. I super wasn't prepared.
How about you, Nadir?
Yeah.
Got any questions?
No.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Seems
You can
like
you can look at my tea leaves and tell me what you see. I don't have any questions.
He's
not really
that
how
sure
it
of his
is.
own destiny.
I just don't care that much about my own destiny.
really. I think you could have cared a little bit more when we was back on that island. You know.
I sip my tea.
No, I'm good.
That's
Anything
none of my
about
business.
the snake people? Nothing. Not curious if they know who you are and that if they're looking for you. Okay, right.
I like surprises.
Superb.
That's great for everyone around you.
Well, how about you, Lotus?
You're not supposed to talk about that.
What is happening?
What?
I'm good.
How about you, Michael?
I know where I'm
Insight.
coming from.
Insight.
Anger
Insight.
just got worse.
I forget what I could add to that.
Sure.
He
Ooh.
rolled a what is that, a 1?
7.
It's a 7 plus 9, which if we use math equals 16.
What are you trying to gain insight into?
When he was like, "You're not supposed to talk about that."
You didn't hear that though. I cast a spell.
Oh, he messaged
He
me.
messaged
He pointed.
This is what the identifier of the message spell
Oh,
is.
okay. You.
Yeah.
That's
What about
So
when
you did see me.
Ray,
Ray
Ray, said,
Ray
Ray asked
said-
if I was concerned about the snake people and if they were coming for me. That's
He
all.
didn't say snake people.
Yes, he did.
The people
Oh,
on the
he did?
island,
Say
the snake
snake
people.
people.
You?
Yeah.
And he asked if I was concerned they were coming for me, and I'm not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why
He
would they
seems
be
truthful.
coming for you?
Because we killed a whole bunch of them, and they're God.
Well, yeah, all of us, but why you specifically?
I don't think he meant me specifically.
I think he did.
She looks at you and she says, Ray, do you want to clear this up? I don't.
I'm not concerned.
Well, Michael, if you don't have anything to ask, I guess it's my turn. All right.
We're
On to
just
the
gonna
next
ignore
subject.
this.
Don't say that on the looks.
Next subject.
Remember, we're friends now.
Are we?
Do you have a question?
Friends don't lie.
Still got his poker face on.
Shut up, 11.
That was the reference.
The person I'm looking for, do I ever find it?
I'll find you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Blah blah
know
blah
how
blah.
Are you sure you want me to answer this question in front of your friends?
Yes.
I
Yes.
just want to know how.
Yes.
It's not clear. There's a lot of circumstances that could change the duration. does seem to indicate that the sooner you encounter him and or his associates, the better. Should he codify a seat of power, it could be dangerous.
Good to know. Ominous.
Spooky. Even.
Anything else?
Man, is there anything about you that's not spooky?
His
Even
hair,
even your destiny is spooky.
his hair is not spooky.
Thanks.
Shiny.
This is how Iona's looking at you.
Taking notes. Something is coming for
Yes.
us.
Will I ever get the hang of these confounded imbuments?
She looks and she says, I mean, I don't need to read tea. If you practice, you will get better. That's the way
So
skills
practice
work.
Ray, did you pay for this, or is this?
I'm given to understand it takes approximately 1,600 hours to become an expert in a task. It seems as if you've tried for 8.
But I want to be good at it now.
Why aren't I immediately awesome at this new thing?
1,600. That means
525
No, stop. please.
Bye, everyone.
Bamf.
1,592 to go.
Yes, that's
That's how math
1,600
works.
minus 8. Yes. Your friends come from very diverse places, right?
Nice segue, Claire. Well, I've got a question for you. See, I knew me mother. She was a nice lady, but she was a whore. Me father was some kind of elf noble, and all I ever got from him was a proper name, and that's it.
Probably the ears.
Right. Maybe the eyes. But my mother never talked much about him, so my question is he alive and is he here anywhere on the glass shores?
She dumps it out and she looks down and she says, well, Out of game, do you want him to be alive? I don't know. This is a part of your
I don't know. I
backstory
left that
we
up to you.
haven't- Okay.
Roll the die.
He could still be back involved.
Brian, roll percentile dice for parentage.
Right. She looks down and she says, he has fallen. But that does not mean he's no longer with us. He is both dead and alive.
He is Schrodinger.
Your dad's a zombie?
Beats me, mate. Never met him. Thanks.
You are an interesting lot.
Can I go again?
Yes, you may go again.
You have to drink more tea, though.
It occurs to me how much the tea drinking motion looks like the pot smoking motion.
See, that's up
they both
here.
involve
Tea
leaves.
drinking is to the
Put
side.
your
drinking has
pinky
the
out.
pinky.
Put your
Yeah.
pinky out. That's how you.
All right.
What is it you wish to know?
How many living brothers do I have?
Oh, heavy question.
Oh dang.
The DM has to make a choice.
I don't remember how many brothers you have in your backstory total.
3.
You have 2.
Good. It's not what you think.
You have
Well, now you have 1.
It just changed.
2.
Yes.
I could ask my mother on this. I will have to... For a clear answer, I would have to ask my mother.
I'm sorry, you don't know if 2 are living?
That's correct.
Who's your mother?
Hmm?
Who's your mother?
How?
My mother is the Lady of Crows.
Oh.
Ominous.
Do I know that name?
Yeah, do any of us
Roll a
know that
religion
name?
check.
Yep.
If anybody does, it's you.
It's 12.
No?
25.
Dang.
You don't have the context to even have a roll right now.
Oh.
No roll.
No,
Um,
for you.
Okay.
You've heard the mention
mean,
of
she's
a
talking to
lady
me.
called the Lady of Crows.
She owns a rookery.
While you were in the forest, in the context of undead, because there are a lot of vampires in that forest or around that forest. They seem not to like her, but you're not clear on much of the details.
May we meet her?
Oh, you surely will meet her.
I mean, to answer Iona's question.
I can commune with her, but she doesn't regularly attend audiences of just anyone. She's
I
very
think we're good
busy.
not meeting her. We'll let you talk to her.
Why would I not have a context to make a religion check at this point?
Because you don't have a notion of surface deities.
Oh, even though I'm proficient in religion.
Oh, are you proficient in religion?
Yeah,
All right,
and
make
I
a check.
studied it.
Make a check.
She made
I
a
spent
check.
time
I made
learning.
it. Well, I made a check, but I will make a separate one if you'd like me to.
I will
was the
check
first one?
again.
It's the same.
It's
roll.
the same. So it's 25 altogether.
Oh, the Lady of Crows is the deity of death.
Cool.
She is the
That's why we'll all meet her sometime.
the harbinger
Yes.
of those who cross over.
Yes. I'm sorry. What does communing with your lady look like?
My lady?
I mean,
Mama.
your mother.
Your lady mother.
Well, often I ask questions of my mother or sometimes sister, and they provide me answers in the night.
Will you ask her this question for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I put my tea down in front of her.
I thought you were not interested in your future.
I changed my mind.
He wanted to drink more of his tea.
It was good tea. I didn't want
It's
you
very
to.
good
I didn't
tea.
want you to dump it all out. I left my last life.
In San Francisco.
It's true. I shacked up with these weirdos. Especially that one.
He's not one of the lovers I was talking about, just to be clear.
And I have been trying to put more good in the world.
He's not.
I know.
Is this the right choice? Or should I go back?
Yes.
Are you telling him to go back?
Do it. Get out of here.
She looks down and she says, your choices make my sister very pleased.
Who's your sister?
She's the sun.
Like the sun?
Yes.
The fire moon.
Yes.
Is it called the sun moon? Because she said
Yeah,
it?
we don't know what the sun
We don't know what
is.
it's called technically.
She's the fireman.
I thought she was your sister.
Oh God, you guys.
Is this a good thing?
Do you appreciate daylight?
That's a good point.
If so, daylight appreciates you back.
All right then.
It burns
Cool.
sometimes.
That's all.
And here you sit having tea with us.
Did you guys hear? She said I make the fireball happy.
What a wonderful
called a fire
day
moon.
to be imprisoned.
Why do you reside in Commonwealth?
I was ill for a very long time, and the safest place to care for me was on the glass shores, away from circumstances.
If your mother is the Lady of Crows and your sister is the sun, who are you?
She's Clara.
Merely Clara. Unfortunately, the noble positions passed over me while I was sleeping.
Her last name is Voyant.
It seems as though.
What?
Oh my god.
Clairvoyant.
Oh,
You didn't even realize you set yourself up for that one.
oh,
You played yourself.
this is a character that's existed for a long time, so I don't know.
Can I roll an insight? Like, I feel like she's leaving out a lot of story.
She is.
Yeah.
Not every
What are you
conversation is
trying
an
to get?
interrogation.
Her sister
What
is
are you
That's
trying
true.
to find out? Like,
Will you tell us your story?
I can tell you what I remember of it.
I would love to hear it. And may I record it?
She really loves books.
Prefer you. It's fine.
For history.
Everybody bust out Bard instruments.
Yeah.
She says, I slept for 1,000 days.
Oh my god.
And when I awoke, I was reborn. Sometimes madness can overtake me, and I revert back to something I was before that sleep.
Can I roll a history check?
You can, but I don't think it's going to be relevant.
It's 21.
For what? For obscure things that only 3 people in the universe knew about? And you're not one of them currently?
Yes.
No.
Ah.
Previous
So if I
character
can
knowledge
ask-
is lost.
You have a sister. You have a mother.
And your son.
Do you have a father or a son or any other familial relations?
I have a father.
Who is he?
Is he like a star or a mountain or something? Like,
No, he's a tradesman, actually.
Did you just get it?
Oh, what?
He's in merchant. He's a merchant.
what's a proud trade?
Wait a
He
minute.
was a carpenter for quite some time.
What's his name?
Ron Hutchinson.
Oh, like the trading company.
Sounds like a real handyman.
It's the
Yes.
only trading company I've ever read about.
It's the trading company.
We
Oh my
Of
god.
he's the reason I recovered here instead of in Ball. It would have been difficult for him if I were there.
I see.
But you must be filthy rich.
I'm not.
I'm being rude.
I am.
Yeah.
Yup. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us and for divining. Is that what that is? Divination?
Divining.
Yeah.
It's tasseomancy.
I don't
Is there
know why
anything I
would
can
know
do to continue making your sister happy? Wow, that sounds bad out loud.
that. Why does Nadir get up every morning to dance at the sun? Do you like what you see?
You like this, don't you, bitch?
You're a bad girl.
You're a naughty star. Naughty star.
Every morning at dawn, I get up and do my my morning yoga.
She says, You've taken the greatest step you could
Oh, well, that's
to
good.
secure your place. Your people are dedicated to bringing about an eternal twilight that would benefit very few. Save the enemies of my
Happy to help.
Did she say she had another sibling?
She has one sister,
The son.
the son.
She has a mother.
She has a mother, the Lady of Crows.
Okay.
She has her father,
Ron Hutchinson.
Ron. She also has
She has another sister too.
Pile of dust.
a second mother, kind of, but an adopted mother.
And a sister.
Adopted by whom?
She was adopted by her second mother,
Oh.
where she learned her skills as a diviner, and also some less savory skills.
Where could
Like
we find you if
murder.
we have other questions or need things divined?
She stops by the inn from time to
I'm
time.
here occasionally. Should you be desperate to meet me, I hold up in the Tower of Cairn.
That doesn't sound ominous at all.
I don't know what to tell you. It's where I live.
Is it nice?
No, not particularly. It was abandoned for 1,000 years, and now I live there.
You said you have
Can
bouts of madness.
Yes, occasionally my mother's will overtakes my father's love.
So.
Hold on. I got that backwards. Occasionally my father's will overtakes my mother's love.
What does that look like in a non-metaphorical way?
I don't know because I'm often participating in it and not viewing it from the outside.
Who do you view it from?
She doesn't.
Whose perspective?
She doesn't.
My own. I
She,
don't.
She
she's saying
does the-
she doesn't. She blacks out. She doesn't know what she does.
Oh, okay.
She does
I
the
have.
madness.
I have a retainer that assists me.
Gosh, it's almost like there's
Who's
two
that?
of you.
Don't. It's not.
I just-
not
I
appropriate.
wanna know
Not
things.
appropriate.
I wanna
Not
know
appropriate. Not appropriate. Boundaries. Boundaries.
she just saw into all of our lives in the deepest possible. How about
I don't know.
shut it?
She gave us some vagaries.
All right.
She didn't exactly say that you were gonna, grow up to have 6 kids and name them all and who your wife was gonna be.
No, but her mom does.
I mean, maybe.
No,
The point is,
she does.
maybe it's not your business.
Then she'll tell us that.
What were you going to say? You had a question, didn't you?
No, I just
No?
want to follow this line of questioning you were following. It
Oh.
seems intriguing.
Who is my retainer?
Yes.
His name is Rask.
Oh.
Elise has deep knowledge.
I do.
Elise does.
You can learn it, but you'd have to watch our Emerald Blades episodes.
Don't do it.
Don't. It's not very good.
I don't even think the Emerald Blades episodes talk about that. I think the Emerald
They
Blades
don't.
episode or two.
We
late
only
in
did
that
the
campaign.
last. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Great.
Oh yeah, Joe's doing a real good job of not leasing up this whole.
He is.
He's so much better at this than she is.
Yeah.
Ask.
Well, the sooner we finish our little tea time, the sooner that I can become free, right?
We hope.
Well, the meeting's in 2 days, regardless
Yeah,
of how long.
dinner
it
is
takes.
dinner.
Yeah.
Or like a day at this point now.
Yeah.
It's
It's
dinner
been some time.
It's basically tomorrow evening.
When everybody's done, I clean up, gather all the
Sounded like
dishes
a
into one of the baskets, all the leftover stuff, clean up. Well, Clara, once again, you've been a great friend and a great help. I hope you know that if there's anything you ever need that I could help you with, just feel free to ask.
Oh, there's something you could help her with.
I
Oh
appreciate
my
that.
God.
You didn't say that in character.
Can I ask
no, I
you
didn't.
back to the inn? I'm headed back there myself. Got to bring back all these
Yeah,
dishes.
that would be lovely.
Well, I'll see you all at the college tomorrow.
Should you speak to your mother, shall I come find you at the inn? I don't want to inconvenience you by having to come find me, but I'd very much like to know what she has to say.
Yes, that would be fine.
Okay. At the inn, then.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
She's oftentimes very receptive. Sometimes it takes a few days, but
Okay. I'll check in with you.
she has a soft spot in her heart for me, I suppose.
It's very maternal.
Yes. She died when I was very
Considering.
young.
Yes. I know.
What?
I don't know. I would think so.
How do you know? This is strange.
She's like a divine figure. I would think that there's some sort of recorded history other than that she's the queen of death.
No.
No.
Oh,
You'd be wrong.
really?
No.
But that was 1,018 years ago.
That was then.
When my mother died?
Yeah.
26 years ago. I was very small.
You said you've been asleep for 1,000 years.
1,000
1,000 days.
Oh.
Days are smaller units than years.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. 26 years ago, then.
How many days are in a year in Commonwealth?
Yeah.
Enough that 1,000 days is 3 years.
I'm gonna write that down.
335, we'll say.
All right.
I know that there's a remainder there, but it's fine.
We got it.
It's fine. I escort Clara back
Wonderful.
to the inn.
She's very pleased.
I drop the dirties off in the dish room. I'll do that
You know
later.
what the worst
and then I
part
pour
is?
myself and her a nice mug of mead.
Okay.
And just kind of sit, hang out. If there's
Cool.
anybody else in there, or maybe there's some minstrels playing
Sure.
music.
It's a slow evening. There's like a musician, but like you're used to hanging out with the Bards College, so it's not great.
So anyway.
No Skylark ever free.
So anyway, he is Wonderwoe.
Say, baby.
No,
You're going to be the one that saves me.
Good God.
But like way more lilty. Like played on a lyre instead of a guitar.
It makes my heart hurt.
I just
"Baby,
keep her company for a little while, and then at some point, you know,
I mean, after a few hours, she kind of excuses herself to
Yeah.
go back to her room.
I thank her again, and then I go clean the dishes,
Sure.
and then
Cool.
go to sleep.
Is anyone else doing anything before tomorrow?
I'm writing all that stuff down.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's a terrible invasion of privacy, and she specifically asked you not to, but that's fine.
She said it was okay at the
She
end.
said I'd rather you
She
didn't, but you kind of
belligerently.
bulldozed her.
We call that bad research ethics.
I'm not
and
writing it in
research,
the
but
library.
Does anyone want to do some songwriting with me? They don't allow me
You're not-
to have
you're not
any
there.
instruments.
Oh, I guess if everybody else stayed there.
We haven't left yet.
Are the rest of you gonna bunk down with Skylark tonight and sleep on the floor of this office?
No.
No.
Oh. Yay.
See, someone is a real friend.
Enjoy your point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
I don't imagine I'm going to be needing to fight that all that much tomorrow. So
So you guys head back to the Bards Tale College. You don't suffer a point of exhaustion because you get a full night's sleep. You have like a bedroll. You,
figured it'd be okay.
you wouldn't get like full hit points back, but you didn't lose any. So,
I figured you wouldn't offer it if it was going to screw us over. So.
or maybe that's why I would offer it.
That's fair.
It is you know nothing.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, bed rest gets you full hit points versus, like, camp rest, which allows you to get, like, your level and hit points
Yeah.
back. But
I would like to do a thing, actually. So
a thing, you say?
A thing.
What thing would you like to participate in?
So
I'm excited about this.
this isn't my backstory, but I've never brought it up. Like, Iona grew up kind of why I have religion as proficiency is because she was like grew up basically training to be a sort of
Like a nun?
priesty type person. So one of those things is this like ritual where I basically like go out and stand in the ocean when the moon is full and like commune with my deity,
Okay.
which
You stopped doing
I
this. Your
thought-
deity is a bunch of hokum.
yeah, I thought it was a bunch of hokum, but now that I've like spoken with the daughter of the Raven Queen and she said some
No. I don't know
cryptic
who that
things.
is.
The
What?
Lady of Crows.
The
The Lady of Crows.
Crows.
Sorry.
The Lady of Crows is a very not copywritten thing.
Yeah, that's it. I talked to the Baroness of Budgies, and
I like that a lot, actually.
The Baroness of Budgies.
so
Headcanon.
upon having some very like cryptic,
The Duchess of Dodos.
the Duchess of Dodo,
Made,
Wow.
made even more.
Dodos. Okay.
the Maid of
Yes.
Macaws.
Dodos. My bad.
The Priestess of Parrots.
Yes.
I'm glad we're all coming up with their alliterative names for ladies who like birds.
Yes.
Matriarch of Macaw.
The Contessa of Turkey.
That's
That's not
that doesn't work. But all right.
Aw. It's close. It's
Is it?
y'all
right.
are making me
The
sad.
Contessa of Cornish Game Hens.
Yeah.
Better. Moving on.
Anyway, so upon having this like spooky celestial interaction, not celestial, but having this like spooky whoosh interaction that I've had today, I'm gonna actually do that ritual again tonight.
Sure. Where are
and
you doing
see-
that? Just like going off the diving off a dock and
Yeah,
Well,
in
not off a dock,
Leviathan
but like
infested waters. That's
like
a good idea.
on a beach.
Just why not?
okay.
Go to the nearest beach.
Well, you're on the docks, so there.
Yeah, there's not like a point where is this all ragged cliff face?
Aren't you like
No,
a
like
known
it's
boat vandal?
Docks. Like there's
No.
Not here.
I paid that off.
there's a lot
Shows
of
me a
beaches
favor.
here at the docks.
Okay, yeah. I go to
That's a good one.
a rocky or sandy shore,
Okay.
and I stand in the water,
It's very
about up
picturesque.
to my knees.
Okay.
Yeah. And I
You're
bring
down.
my stuff, and I do the things that I know how to do.
What does that look like? What types of things do you do?
I
Are
have
you
a
naked?
big, like, shell, and I
Okay.
dip the ocean into it.
You dip the ocean into
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a very
I-
large shell or a very small ocean.
I pick up some
Boats just
ocean,
collapse.
and I've got, like, a
Too many
scarf
shells.
over my head.
What's the scarf made of?
Like, it's like kind of like netting
Okay.
material. It is made out of kelp, but it's like woven,
Yeah.
you know.
Dorsal fins.
Just a giant shark head that's been carved out.
No, it's woven out of eels. You just have wriggling
boy.
eels.
Yeah. I say a few words
What are those
in
words?
primordial
Look at this stuff.
to.
Oh no.
Oh, the little
I'm glad
roommate came
everyone.
back around.
I'm glid everyone at the table is shitting on your velvet. Instead
Yeah.
of just Tyler today.
To the common ear, it would sound a lot like. I have no idea what primordial sounds like.
Not good.
It's not good. Yeah. I don't-
It's very guttural.
Okay. Yeah. So like, I'm just gonna say a bunch of Bill Allen
Just do
world.
some primal screaming.
Vasea Bahu.
Sure.
Yeah.
Only Clara Nictu.
And what is this ritual
Owa
typically used for?
Tafumayam.
What is the goal of the ritual?
Basically to like
I'm gonna say
see if I. I'm gonna say I'm a maposa.
I love when we work together as a team.
Is this a ritual where you expect an answer from it, or is it just like a reverence ritual that like just provides prayers, or
In the past, it would have been for reverence, but I am specifically using it now as a method of communication.
Okay.
to see if that actually exists. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. It's like when you grow up and you go to you would go to church and you just say the things that they tell you. Like you say the Lord's Prayer, but you don't know what it actually means. Now we're taking it and being like, maybe this actually meant something this whole time. God, are you there? It's me, Iona.
Sure. Make a religion check.
Okay.
It must be like a Moana song is more.
I'm going to use my inspiration too.
Okay.
I don't have a D6.
It's D8 now.
No, I do.
actually.
I do. I have pointy ones.
This is D8 now.
It's D8 now.
Oh, is that a D8? Thank you.
That's
What?
Upgraded
That's-
bards.
It's D8.
Oh!
Oh, you're saying that it is a D8
Oh.
roll. I understand.
Oh.
We're slightly better bards now.
What?
So good. So 9 plus 8 plus 7.
24.
Great.
Ooh, 24 Leviathans show up.
It rises up out of the sea and goes, hey.
So,
so
we're here. What do you want us to do?
You rang.
You, like, you're going through this motion, and you can detect that a pathway of communication is open. But it doesn't seem like whoever's on the other side of that is interested, willing, and capable of, like, conversing.
Like,
Need more levels.
I don't want to talk to you, or,
We got a
hey,
bad connection.
we got a bad connection.
No.
Okay.
Your best guess is that you're out of practice.
Okay.
A, you're out of practice, and B, like, you've ignored her or him. I don't know your deity.
I was like, I don't know either.
You've ignored the deity
Them.
for however long you've ignored them, and
They have forsaken you.
maybe not forsaken, but is not ready to, like, present her or him or its or their self to you at this time. Like, you haven't earned it, basically.
You must collect 3 more badges before you.
Yeah, your Pokemon's not responding anymore.
Okay.
His level's too high.
No.
That was always the worst.
And I know that, right?
Well, you get that the channel's, you know that the channel's open and no one responded. You are guessing, and maybe it's just like your guilt or your anxiety as like someone who's had a lot of expectations thrust upon her. But like your assumption is that the reason why is because you need to like prove yourself more because you've kind of given up the faith.
Sure. I take that in stride, and I bring my shell back to me. I keep the ocean. I took some of the ocean. I keep that with me, and I go back and I go to bed.
I
Roll
don't
a
believe that you would take that in stride. Not the Iona I know.
I'm learning things. That's what happens. It's called character development.
Great job.
Thanks. You said perception? Great.
So close.
No.
It's an 11.
Sure. As you pull the shell back, you notice a tiny pearl in it.
Great.
The ocean chose
The pearl
you.
was not in it when you fill it with water.
Okay.
Now there's a pearl in it.
Wow. Okay.
9 more pearls to go.
I will add that to.
You got thingamabobs? I got 20.
Oh
Who cares?
God.
No big deal.
I want more.
Oh no, Disney's the worst. No, stop.
I know. They'll come for us all.
Disney's the company that copyright laws written to benefit.
I'm gonna add that to. Actually, I'm gonna secure that to my trident when I get back.
Okay. Big ups.
Yeah.
It's very small. Like it's almost imperceptible.
Sure. Yeah. I'm still gonna.
Every bit of
Seems
bling
like
helps.
if a god gives
Every
you
bit of
something,
bling.
you should probably keep it.
Yeah. 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 And I imagine that I may be using that same weapon to take down a big bad someday. So I feel like it's good.
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't know.
Is anybody else doing any? Is anyone else doing quote a thing before tomorrow?
Nah.
Playing rat tails with Skylark.
We're playing Red Tails and
That is a thing. That's a big thing. It's called being
roll
friends.
D6.
We rolling? We rolling? All right.
all right.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna win.
I mean, you got all the rat tails.
I
so-
will, oh, okay. Then you're
You
just
gotta
gonna
fight.
owe me.
Oh!
All right. You got.
You get 6 rat tails.
Nice.
Dang.
It's gonna owe me.
I'm just gonna give them back because
You're gonna have to go find some rats.
I don't want these.
These are disgusting.
no, I gifted them to him, and so we're playing, but they're still his.
Right.
I spend my final hour before bed thinking of more alliterative names for women of birds,
Okay. Well,
and I have a list.
The priestess of peacocks.
fine.
Is priestess of peacocks on there?
Priestess of peacocks is
Popper
not
of
on there.
pelicans is.
Need another P. Need another
Popper of
peacock.
penguins.
I see
Like
what you did
Mr.
there.
Ah, there you go.
So watery
Brian
tot.
hates us all.
Some watery
Use the
tot
same
lying in
first
salt,
know.
lying in ponds, distributing salt.
But I like the courtier of cuckoo.
The
Courtier is
Contessa,
not necessarily a female.
I know.
Contessa of cockatiels.
Hey.
Yeah, that's
All right, we're moving on.
Okay, that's.
We're getting much too silly.
I've had enough.
You think this is gonna stop?
The next day, what are you guys doing?
I'm
I
gonna
wake
get us
up
some
early.
breakfast.
Sure.
I prepare breakfast. I go to the Bards College and wash my hands and prepare breakfast for the Bards College.
Thank you for watching.
You
makes
go
the
to start
donuts.
breakfast, and Ray walks in and slaps it
comes
up.
out. No.
So this sentencing hearing is at 6 p.m.
Excellent.
You have until 6 p.m.
Following breakfast, I clean up.
Sure.
When I woke up, I looked out the window at the fire moon and went,
All right.
You look directly at it.
oh yeah,
You do the
right
exact
into
thing
it.
that they tell every child not to do.
I'm not staring at it.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're actually winking at it.
Oh wow.
And since it's Wednesday, I'm having my physical workout day
Oh,
where I
okay.
practice my parkour, acrobatics,
Sure.
and athletics routine
Sure.
in and around the grounds of the Bards College, which
You
includes
you guys all see Ray running around the rooftops
Like
and like diving
like a
into
spider monkey?
barrels.
I'm really trying to get my vertical up, so I'm
Are
doing a
you
lot
the
of the
reason
jumping
why
up to
people have
walls.
to
Like,
Oh,
see if I
yeah.
can hit the
Roofs all the
10-foot
time.
wall,
Right.
just get up to the top and then do the vault over kind of.
I imagine you spend a lot of time at the maple, climbing the maple.
Yep.
Yep.
While people are dancing around the
Yeah.
maypole.
I mean, there's not a lot of people here, so I mean maybe you see Nadir or you see Michael there, but that's all.
Yeah.
And a kobold.
Right.
I will shout inspiration at him at some point because I want to go see Alice and Cole.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. What do you want to go see Elise and Cole for?
I have a better idea for my fans.
Oh. Well,
That I
you
would
know
like
where
to-
she is.
I do, and I will present to her an updated diagram
Okay.
where it's not so much the sticks that are the blades, but it's like a blade across the sticks. And
So the edge of the fan
Yes.
is a blade.
Okay.
yes,
Sure. So you're
Like some
you're
kind of Mortal
edging the
Kombat.
fan.
I
rather
am
than-
edging the fan rather
Yeah.
than
Okay.
yeah.
She's impressed.
Awesome.
He's impressed. They're
They're
impressed.
And
Be present.
as soon as I know what I need to make those, I will set out in search of it.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to do today. I'll
Okay.
spend some time with Sebastian. I'll throw inspiration at Ray while he's climbing things.
Make an athletics check
Yay!
with inspiration.
Yeah, roll that D8, my friend. I'm so sorry.
What's that? 9, 10. Well, the good thing is that my end result is athletics, you said, or,
Yeah.
or acrobatics?
Either one.
So, 16.
16.
Or a 21.
Yeah, you very effectively climb and tumble from things.
Excellent. Good job.
Good job, Ray.
You feel very exercised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really do exercise.
What does one feel after they exercise?
You feel gassed, I guess, worn out.
Yeah.
Less
feel a little
depressed.
sleepy.
Yeah.
You feel like you're gonna die.
Go back to the college.
At least that's how I
for
feel.
Clean up.
Sure. Sure. Yeah. What's everybody else doing?
Break into Michael's room. No, just kidding.
Watch out for that glyph.
So many people have broken into other people's rooms.
I didn't break in. His door's always open. Skylark the Everfree. You can't be
It's
confined to a
true.
room.
Did somebody break into Lotus's room too?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh wait.
What?
This is like
You never found
I did,
while
but you don't
ago.
know, and I didn't take anything.
Oh no! Now you're gonna be
Oh my
paranoid.
god!
Oh, never
just
mind.
a
You'll just
creep.
have to watch the Bard's Tale.
I'm gonna go against character and spend the day in the library.
Oh.
Yeah, something that Clara said affected me more than I thought it would. And I feel I've been wasting time at the Bards College.
Michael is having a feeling.
I've spent a lot of time on the physical aspects of being a bard, hence being very tumbly and elusive, which has been super handy.
Sure.
But by and large, bardic magic is bullshit.
Oh,
And so I am going to start researching other forms of magic. And I'm just going to spend the day seeing
What kinds of other forms?
You know what? How many books are there on magical practices
Do
in
you
this library?
ask
Yeah,
Dagmar?
Yes.
oh.
I'm gonna read this. How many books are there in the library on magical practices? And it's, I guess, specify the search to evocation.
There are approximately 14,820 books in the library. Of those,
He's got 500 new ones.
go on. The number shifts. Of those,
She did take 5 out yesterday. So it went down by that much.
13,211 reference magic.
Okay.
Of those, 921 reference specifically magical practices. What did you narrow the search to?
Evocation.
Of those, 921 of them mention evocation.
Are there any books of scrolls?
Books of scrolls?
Yeah, like
No, scrolls
we're
by
an
definition
idiot
are
to
not
roll
in
up into
books.
this library and tear a page out.
Like wizards books?
Yes.
There are no wizards books in this library.
Cool. I'm going to spend my time just kind of perusing those 921 books. Whether I read one in its entirety is
Remains to be
difficult to
seen.
say. I'm just going to start flipping through until I see something
Yeah,
that
what
catches
are you
my eye.
looking for, I guess?
Ways that I can improve my magic that actually can protect me and not the magic that slows me from falling and heals people and suggests they do something. And
Sure, so roll an investigation check
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
That's fair. That's awesome. It's probably not as great as I think, but still. Investigation, you said?
Yes.
11.
Sure, so it takes you like 4 or 5 hours while you're looking for evocation books to realize that the reason you're not having success is because you're not looking in the right place. There's a whole school of magic dedicated to protecting yourself from things called abjuration.
Sure. I mean, protecting myself in the sense that a good defense is a strong offense.
Oh, blowing shit up.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it doesn't take long to find like fireball and lightning bolt and stinking cloud
Sure.
and there's actually some indication that there are several bard spells that would be very powerful in terms of like damaging your opponents. Evocation is relevant. There's also a small passage. No, you didn't find it. Not with an 11. Actually, make a check without disadvantage. Come to think of it.
Oh,
no.
damn it. 5.
Yeah.
Actually, and now that you mention it, I wanna shift the search
Okay.
a little bit. I want to search for innate magic.
Innate magic.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is some indication that there can be like magic based off bloodline, or like circumstance of birth, right? So occasionally you see some indication that like occasionally specific races have lineage that lends itself better to magic. Occasionally you see like if you're born in a lighthouse during a thunderstorm or whatever, occasionally there's like ways that like people have been granted specific magical affinities based off like the circumstances of their birth. You also know that by and large this type of magic is very much frowned upon by like the magic community, which is wizards. Largely it's seen as like uncontrolled, chaotic, it lacks discipline, it lacks focus, and there's no like work involved. Like it's like the
Perfect.
cheater's way into magic.
That sounds right up my alley.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna read as much as I can about it. Is there anything in there like, I don't know, chicken soup for the immaterial soul, or something
There is an
that'll help me like
indication- there is an
yoga out
indication
my
that
third eye?
various-
I don't know.
Various immaterials do have more innate magic than like the people that are from this plane, and that stands to reason because you have innate spells that other people may not, right? And largely those are focused on like the plane they come from. There's also an indication that when those spells are used, it can kind of alter the physical manifestation of the person using it, which again is very familiar for you. Cool. Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna dive into that as deep as I can within that time period.
Assuming that we get up with Dawn, I'm gonna get up. He was doing exercises, so I'm gonna go and get us something to eat. Come back, get him some breakfast.
Yeah.
So bring you some eggs and some.
No, I made breakfast.
Oh,
my
did you come to us?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because we're
Yeah.
at the cell with him.
No,
Oh, I'm at the cell with him.
in the morning I have to work at the Bards College, so I
Right.
made breakfast at the Bards College.
They'll bring me prison food. alright.
Yeah, so I'm saying I'm bringing you better food because I stayed with
Yay.
you.
There's actually like when you get there,
I've been there.
like
all night.
while so you leave to go get food, and when you get back, there's like a plate of nice food. Oh, good. And then you bring another plate of more nice food. Like he's being well taken care of as a prisoner, but he's a prisoner. Yeah, I know.
I'm giving him a little extra.
Yeah. No one's upset about
Taking
this.
care of my boy.
Let's
And-
overeat to
And
drown
with
out
that,
our emotions.
I'm actually gonna leave you. I'm gonna come back a little bit later, but I want to go. Can I roll an insight to know who I should talk to about that, magical snake god skin I have to see if it's got any kind of properties, how I could make it into some clothing.
Well, I mean,
You did say it
you
was
could
magic.
ask your friends
Do they?
if they know anyone.
But I'm not with them.
That's
So
fine.
I'm-
You're gonna go around asking
No,
the
I'm-
general populace if
No,
they
no.
know anywhere you can fence some
I'm
magic
not,
stuff.
I'm not fencing anything.
Like,
You
I-
washerwoman.
Where would I go to get something magical appraised?
the Wizards College
Cool.
or the Wizards Tower.
Is that like a store?
No. It's a tower that
The Wizards College?
That's full of
wizards
wizards.
live in. It's how magic is regulated.
We keep them in
Roll
one
a,
room.
roll a, I guess investigation is what Streetwise is these days.
19.
Green.
No, yeah, 20. Sorry.
20?
Yeah.
So the Wizard's Tower is one place that's like the official place that you deal with magic stuff.
Yeah.
Additionally, there are some black market type individuals that are less predictable but also less stuffy.
I was going to say, asking a bunch of wizards to appraise this thing I got out of a hole in the sky seems like a bad idea.
Well,
Seems like
maybe.
they'd take it from me.
Yeah, they absolutely would.
And be like, you're not cool enough to have this. We're going to make
Right.
it into
No,
clothes for
that's-
us.
That's for sure what they do.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that. But I also, I mean, I have, you know, the criminal background, so
Can I
I
roll
would
to
assume I
find
would
the
know
deer?
where to find that.
What?
Can I roll to find the deer?
Can you? What have you been doing?
Looking
I
for
want
him?
to roll to look for him.
She
I know,
wants
but
to
what
find
have
me.
you been doing?
I've just been around the college.
I guess.
Yes, I'm loitering at the place where I
Roll.
live. in
My ears
school.
perk up and I go,
Roll an
Someone's looking for me.
investigation check, I guess.
Sure.
Roll.
Oh,
Great,
no.
it's a whole 6.
Yeah, you don't.
You don't find him.
Too bad.
Okay.
You get whispers that there is an individual. What's his name?
Drakkar.
Nope.
No, I don't know that.
A Zorkrest?
Nope.
Who are you looking for?
Your
Breezy.
Breezy. Yeah. You get whispers that there's an individual by the name of Breezy who would be potentially interested in this product.
did we meet them when we met the Cold Forge guy, when we went to the material?
No, you met Drokar.
Drokar, okay.
That's a different
Because
guy.
my fallback was going to be to go find that guy, to go find Drokar. But,
You don't know that he has any. He doesn't have any history of like working with magic items.
okay. Well, then I will find Breezy.
Sure. You approach a stall that's like Breezy's cool stuff. Yeah. And very kind of out of nowhere, you see over your shoulder someone is standing there, like looking at what you're looking at.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hello! And you turn around, and it's a vaguely cat-shaped humanoid.
Okay. And your name?
I'm Breezy.
Oh, cool. Nice to meet you. My name's Nadir. I hail from the Bard College.
Sure.
I was told that if I had something magical, you'd be the guy to come in.
Told by who?
Someone, I heard wind on it, and I
You
and I
heard
do
wind.
the criminal contact hand sign thing, real
Oh.
fly like.
Yeah, maybe.
I got
You're
some.
looking for magical items?
Well, I'm looking to see if something that I have that I procured under some weird circumstances might be magic, and what I could maybe do with it if it is.
He kind of like looks around.
I really hope there's like a stairwell under his like
Like
cart
he's-
that we can go onto.
He sprints into his hut and then like waits there and taps his foot for a while, waiting for you to catch up.
I follow him.
And then he like moves a dresser and then a rug, and it opens up a trapdoor
Beautiful.
to a staircase that leads down. And you see this really like ornate
Called that
table
Yeah.
that's covered in like runes, basically. And then you see like another bench across the way.
Okay.
Breezy by nature he works in.
I was gonna say a crack addict.
Nope. He's just
Just
he's
cat.
just a cat. Just
it.
real excited or real bored, one of the two.
Cool. I
and
like him
so
already.
He like points to the table and goes, "Well, bring it out. Let's see it."
So I take out the however many yards of
3. It was 3 yards.
3 yards of magical snake guy skin, and I put them on the table.
He like kind of looks at it, starts to look at it, think real hard for about 10 minutes. And he goes, "Yeah, it's magic."
Cool. Can you tell me what kind of magic, what it does, what it might?
He focuses. I mean, what it does is dependent on what you want to do with it. It holds within it
Lots of magical properties.
negative energy,
Okay.
like in general, but that can be harnessed in various ways.
Neat. Let me think on that, and I'll come back with an idea. I just wanted to see if it was magic, and then I'm gonna figure out what I want to do with it a little bit later. But I appreciate your time.
Oh.
This is not what Breezy was expecting.
Breezy not letting you walk out of
Breezy,
here.
you seem eager to work with this. Do you have any suggestions?
I mean, not if you need more time. I mean,
if you're the expert here. So
I know.
Help me out. I'm not the expert. Help me out.
It just seems like you're in a hurry to go do something else.
Oh no, I'm
and
in no
I feel
hurry.
like
I just didn't want to
I
waste
could go
your
get
time.
lunch or something, or sit in the light from the fire moon
Basking.
and slowly blink at.
No. I pull some catnip out of my pocket.
I have a lot of work to do.
You misunderstand me. I just didn't
I
want
have
to waste.
I have quite a number of tasks to accomplish today. You wouldn't understand them. They're more cat related.
I catch the light coming down the stairwell off of my blade and shine it on the ceiling. Breezy, you misunderstand me. I just didn't want to waste your time.
Oh,
So if being the expert, give me some idea. What would you like to do with this? What could one such as me do
Well,
with this?
it's a negative energy, so I don't know that it would be. I mean, it's a skin, so you're not going to use it for a weapon. That would be silly.
Yeah.
I mean, potentially you could
Well,
sheathe some
could-
sort
could
of
make it
like,
into a whip.
haft. Maybe. That could be. You could trick your friends.
How so?
Well, you could curse it.
Oh, that's fair. I'm not much for curses.
All right. Well, you might be able to make like a very minorly protective cloak out of it.
Okay. You mentioned a sheath. Could the sheath imbue a weapon with properties?
Potentially.
Okay.
I mean, all of this would depend on chance and fortitude and my abilities and whether or not everything took correctly. It's not an exact science, you know. If you wanted an exact science, you'd have to go talk to the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah, I'd rather not. Fuck those guys.
But yeah, you're okay. Where'd you find this?
So, funny story. It fell out of the sky.
That's not a funny story at all. That's a terrifying story. Where did you find this?
So there were some guys, and they were trying to do a ritual to bring this thing into the world, and then it got killed.
What?
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead.
What did you bring here?
Oh, we didn't bring anything here. We were sent to stop them.
No,
from bringing
you
it
brought this here. Take this away from me.
here. All right.
What? What?
This is God's gift. Oh, okay.
I will consider whether or not I want to deal with this. And then,
That's your prerogative.
where can I reach out to you should I need
You can find me at the Bards College.
the Bards College? Mm-hmm. I'm sure I don't know anyone at the Bards College.
I roll for deception. I don't care.
I will come to you if I decide that I wish to use these materials
And I mean,
from a dead god
if there's anything
that's evil.
and if there's anything left over, you'd be welcome to keep it.
That was implied.
Jeez, Breezy.
I don't know how to handle Breezy yet.
I'm enjoying it. I don't care.
That's great.
Fine.
Oh,
He races upstairs.
I was gonna give him some gold before he ran off, but okay.
He races back down. He runs around in a circle a bunch.
Like around me.
Yeah.
As fast as he
As
can.
fast as he possibly can.
I take out
To the point that you're sure it's 3 o'clock in the morning and you're trying to sleep.
I take out a satchel of about 5 gold and I jingle it. And I jingle it and I shake it around. And I shake
Before
it around.
you notice, it's not in your hands.
Oh no, I was gonna throw it up the stairs.
You don't.
All right.
You go to throw it, and he's just like, no.
Thanks for your time, buddy.
Go home.
Oh, no, never mind. I'll ask you later. That was not for him. It was for you.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
That was fun. He's exactly like Max.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. As you walk away, you notice him blinking slowly again.
You know that means that they like you. If they blink slowly at you, it means
I don't
they
think
like
that's true.
you. No, it is.
It is.
It's super true.
Yeah.
Soup's true, so he likes me.
Sure.
He'll never tell, though.
The
Can't ever
cat.
tell you.
It'll always
The
be a
cat
secret.
likes you, Brian.
Oh,
This is how you know.
okay.
If they slow blink at you while like looking at you, or if they show you their stomach, they like you.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. He does not show you his
I
stomach.
figured he's a civilized man. He wouldn't.
Just slowly listen.
Tum tums. Would he be offended if I scritched him behind the ear?
And blink slowly at you.
That's pretty intimate. You'd probably have to ask for permission to do that first.
Now I assume I'm still in the market.
Yeah.
Where can I find some catnip for later?
Any, I guess, herbal remedy store?
Go in there and I'm buying a gold's worth of catnip.
The
Wow.
clerk looks at you.
Gives you a
What are
brick.
you doing with this much poison?
Wait, catnip's poisonous? I genuinely didn't know that.
That's super toxic for people.
Oh. I've got a lot of cats.
Not this many. There's not this many cats.
You
on
bought like a
Commonwealth.
kilo.
It's an island nation. He bought well over a kilo.
It's got like a 50-pound sack.
He has a barrel of catnip,
Would
like
you
a drum.
would you accept another gold piece to not ask any questions?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Welcome to the Cold Forest.
It seems like you speak our language here in the Cold Forge.
May you live to be 1,000 years old.
Is anyone else doing anything before 6 p.m.?
All right, I forgot something important.
Bum, bum.
You know, meditate and hum to myself since they don't allow me to have instruments in the room.
For good reason.
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm just eager.
Oh.
Right? Nothing sinister ever happened from someone wringing their hands, Brian.
Couldn't they give him instruments that he's not proficient with and he could like play them badly?
I'd be
just-
proficient with them in like half an hour.
Right.
That's
Right.
fair, I guess, yeah.
You just hum out
No.
of.
They wouldn't
Doing
let him
some-
hum because they didn't want to deal with his magics.
Fair.
doing
Like-
some blues bars. Like, well, it's just me. Here in
I
this
did leave you a harmonica when I left.
Did you tell him?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
leave
you
a
did.
harmonica.
He can use that for spells.
Yeah,
I
I would get in
suppose.
trouble for that.
It's true. So you guys managed to get to. Pardon. So the hearing, the sentencing hearing, should have been. The sentencing hearing is private. However, if you would have had like a public hearing, it would have been at like 8. So this is before that would have been, and you enter with a full retinue of guards, and everyone else kind of goes in the other side, the other door, and you are all in the council hall of Commonwealth.
Cool.
No.
I'm looking cheerful.
Do we get to speak?
I'm wearing my nicest, not greasy shirt,
Oh, cool.
and I'm not wearing an apron.
Oh.
Hey.
Are you wearing pants?
Yes.
Okay. I asked that because it's come up before.
Yeah. Yes.
Forgot
I mean,
how much
I,
fighting you do with your dangly bits out.
I,
my friends,
and
the
I,
centaurs,
you
have
know,
no
let's
need
be
for
honest.
guns.
There's no reason why I would have all my adventuring supplies. So I think the only thing, like, I'd leave the shield and the bow and the rapier and all the other travel adventuring supplies. I would, however, bring in my dagger, only because with long sleeves on and exceptionally good talents with sleight of hand, even if they were doing pat downs, I would just, you know, run to one side. So one way or the other, I got a dagger up my
but
sleeve.
It's actually,
and
it's
that's
an
it.
actual wand.
I'm wearing my good performance clothes.
Oh,
It's the just in case dagger.
sure. The just in case dagger. So you guys enter, and Odd looks at you, and she says, "It has been decided that your sentence is to be commuted. You are welcome to maintain your 17-year sentence, or you can undergo a series of labors on behalf of Commonwealth. Either way, you will be, I'm afraid you may see it as a prison either way, but one offers you a larger cage, I suppose."
Huzzah.
I choose the option that does not involve imprisonment.
I don't know what that, you're opting for the labors?
Yes.
Excellent. And she says, "I need you to step forward." And at this point, Anson Fold is a bit confused because it seems like he wasn't consulted in any of this. And Odd looks at him and says, "We're going to opt to use the
Page
right
92A.
the right of the mercantile district, and we're opting for labors instead of imprisonment." And he kind of like starts to protest, and she says, "It's done. It's based off the Charter of Commonwealth, and it's the sentence we deem most relevant and necessary."
Lawyered.
And he kind of like steps back, and he says, "You're sure about this?"
Oh, yes.
He says, "All right, well, I need you to present your arm to me then."
Why?
"Well, I have to inscribe the oath spell so that you can be held accountable for the labors."
Well, my word is good as any spell.
"I don't believe you."
Can I step forward and say something on his behalf, or does it seem like the kind of situation where that is frowned upon?
Roll an insight check.
22.
Things are pretty chaotic right now regardless, so I don't know that you adding yourself to the stream of chaos would necessarily make it worse.
I guess would I know from like him having regaled me with the entirety of his background, and what I know from like my childhood stories, would I know that like contracts made with fays are like as binding as anything she's gonna do to him?
Yes.
Cool. Then I will interject with that and remind her that he is part Fey.
Yes,
and
that's
that any
why-
contract you make with him is going to bind him to said contract. A spell may not be necessary at all.
Yes, we're not concerned with the part of him that is Fey at the moment. We're concerned with the rest of him. And this is how the
Seems
labor
fair to me,
sentence
mate.
is done. Do you want to read the rest of the passage? No?
So page 92, under crimes and punishments, dictates
Subsection
that
A.
subsection
it
A.
mentions this community service clause.
Thank
And
you.
of that, subsection A1 indicates that it requires a Gias spell.
Also, yes.
Oh boy.
He looks at you and he says,
Can't
"This is,
lie. Like, it's already pretty locked
these are the
down.
options, young man. I'm afraid that it's one or the other."
Does he not have a right to know the terms of the Gias before it is?
The terms of the Gias is he will complete 17 labors.
And
in
could you
exchange.
tell him what those 17 labors will be?
They will be at the discretion of the Council of Commonwealth.
And what is the length of term? There should be
Until
a term.
17 labors are completed.
Should this entire council perish, is it right?
There will be as long as the Council of Commonwealth stands, and 17 labors have not been completed,
I would
it will
have.
be under this guise.
Okay. Let's see. What if you give me a labor that I don't want to do?
That would be problematic, but that is why this is a debt.
I understand, but let's hypothetically, I have the spell. You give me a labor. Let's say that you say kill Iona, and just for an example, and I don't want to. What would happen?
You would undergo a no small amount of harm.
Okay, do me up.
Okay.
Let's hit it.
And he starts to inscribe this Alter Beast spell. And it looks like it's a rune. It's done with like a magic powder. And then he gets a branding iron. And he seals it with a brand.
Ah,
With cold iron.
with
No, with hot iron. It's decidedly
It's
hot. That's why it's
spicy.
branding.
Okay.
Like with the heat metal spell.
I worry.
It's fine. It's just iron of all types is terrible.
Yeah.
It's not ideal. It makes it
gonna kill.
especially uncomfortable, but yeah, you have been bound to the service of Commonwealth for for 17
Labors.
labors.
Ah, okay. Is it a pretty sick tattoo?
It looks pretty boss, yeah. It's wicked ill.
Right. Now do me, man. I want one too.
That would be a move in solidarity,
Grab
but no.
Does that wound ever heal?
Odd looks at you and she says, we've already decided on the first task if you'll listen.
Saw that.
Or if you won't.
I'm curious.
A gentleman by the name of Adelaide Kane has gone missing. Adelaide Kane is a noted gustatory explorer, if you will. He goes along the countryside in search of new countries, in search of new, delicious, and rare ingredients with which to make.
Well, this doesn't sound right up our alley.
You are familiar with
That's Southern fried Ray.
Southern.
Time to rise and roll, baby.
When Ray twirls up that mustache.
Why butter my biscuits?
Load up the ship, boys.
We do declare.
Try to.
He was taken by some of these serpent folks about a year ago, and we sent a party to extract him. And they eliminated the threat, but for whatever reason, he has not returned. The first of your labors would be to find Adelaide Kane and presumably bring him back.
Question.
Yes.
What if he can't be found or is otherwise dead? Would there be a statute on this trial where we would deem it over and complete? Or is it only complete if we find him?
We could bring back his head.
You could bring back
As
evidence
proof?
that he's dead or evidence that he has gone missing in some other spooky means.
Oh, that's all I wanted to know.
Right.
Spooky.
Makes sense.
Oh, Lotus, you mentioned getting credit for eliminating the Children of Autumn.
Yes, I did.
And at this point, Ornath stands up and he comes forward.
Yes.
And he says, my friends, I'm afraid that I overstepped my boundaries in giving you this assignment. And that I did not clearly explain the details necessary to complete the assignment regarding the Docks massacre. And I take responsibility for giving you authority beyond that which I was permitted to give.
Don't worry about it, mate. Everybody makes mistakes. All forgiven.
Sure.
They'd be-
And Odd kind of chimes in behind him, and she says, I'm afraid that such a dramatic mistake cannot just be forgiven. Ornath, you're being removed from the Emerald Blades for dereliction of duty. Because your actions resulted in so many deaths, you're being banished from Commonwealth. And he kind of like looks at her and he says, I accept this responsibility and I'm happy to comply with the wishes of Commonwealth.
Oh, dang.
That's rough, mate. Sorry.
That's rough, buddy.
Captain Ornath, you should accompany me on my first trial. I'm sure we can. We would greatly benefit from your presence. I maintain that we did not kill those people. Now, I believe the business is concluded. Am I a free man?
As free as... Yes.
Then farewell. And I walk out.
Okay.
Thanks, lords and ladies, and have a lovely evening. I follow.
Water tribe. I guess.
I awkward moonwalk out the door.
Why is everyone dancing out the door? This is odd.
This is what we do. We're bards.
Bards.
Sure.
Have you met Bards?
You know what? That's a good hand wave.
I shakes
So-
her head and goes, it's highly
Can Ornath come
unprofessional.
with us? Because I assume we're going with you on your...
I mean, does he want
You're
to?
we're
supposed to
leaving-
leave
we're
me
leaving
in a
these
hut.
Commonwealth.
He's banished.
Ornath cannot be involved in Commonwealth business any longer.
Also, does he want to go to a spooky place where someone went missing?
I don't
Well,
think so.
I mean,
Well,
we
if
can
he can't
see
be
he's
involved
not
in
banished
business,
from
then he can't
Fall,
go
right?
with
He's
us.
just banished from the Commonwealth, right?
From the city of Commonwealth.
Right. So I mean, he
Yeah.
can come with us. He can't
I-
assist.
He can't be... Yeah,
He can't be involved in...
It's business.
Yeah.
But
But what if
because
we
it's
were to
Commonwealth
escort
business.
him?
Like if we dropped him off at the Centaur Island
Somewhere
and I introduced
safer.
him there and he wanted to live there, that'd be fine because that's not their business. But he can't help us out with
He can't come with.
this business.
There's
What I'm saying is
also-
like,
He says,
couldn't-
I have contacts to the south that I will... I have an old mentor that I hope to go and assist. Captain
who was
Wolf.
it that Lotus and I spoke with while she was dealing with?
Her odds.
Valenina. We're getting there.
Oh,
Not to worry.
Oh
thanks.
boy.
So before Ornath leaves, I take him aside and I tell him it's a bum thing. It's bullshit. I don't agree with it. I slide a hand 20 gold pieces into his hands and I shake his hand and I wish him well.
Seems
He
impressive while he's
he shakes your
all
hand
that.
and goes to go in for a hug, and you feel your pocket get heavier.
Oh, that's
And
smooth.
he says, "I have."
Is he a
it's
secret
been-
millionaire?
No. He says it's been too long since I have spent time with Captain Allflats, and I
Forgot he was a captain.
and I expect that he'll have plenty of work for me. Thank you.
Just want to make sure you were good.
Like everyone to know that is Rask Olflats.
I hate it.
I didn't end the character. I'm not happy.
That was the name he chose for his character.
Who is also Carrot
I'm just
Or
going to go ahead
Clara's
and make a note of that. And anytime
caretaker.
I
he
hate the Emerald
complains about a
Blades.
name,
I just hate it.
It was pretty
It
silly.
was good, but it was
No,
silly.
it sounds like it was wonderful, but I hate you all.
I was Pickle the dwarf.
Pickle Strike Miner.
As
Named
he walks
after a
away,
vegetable.
I slide a hand 10 gold into his back pocket. And I'm gone.
You watch as he kind of like shakes his leg a little bit, and it falls out.
He's
It
like,
falls
I
out a
don't
hole that looks
need-
like it's intentionally there, and he kicks it with his heel back at you.
That's impressive. That's some coordination.
I rolled a nat 20 on that acrobatics check.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah.
I don't need your money.
What did you? Oh, yes. The Primarch looks indignant, but gets up and leaves. And Odd looks to you two, and she says, "My wife tells me you were followed to the town you now call Sanctuary."
yes.
Oh, right. I thought there was an update on that. Yes.
Stand by. And about that time, the doors burst open. And you see Father Graychen with just the most conniving grin on his face.
I feel like he's the closest thing we have to like a
And
story
we'll
villain.
find out what happens on the Bard's Tale.